What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital and welcome back to our Fantasy Premier League show. Once again, I'm joined with my co-host Rami. Now, we're in game week 32, which is a double game week for most of the clubs there. Today we're going to speak to you about what teams that we think have got the easiest fixtures, and also a few players that you must get in your team. And also if you have any chips remaining, I think there's only 6 games left.
Yep.
There's about 6 games left. So if you got any bench boosts, any free hits, or even some triple captain, that's a good one maybe to use this week.
Definitely using my triple captain this week.
Yeah, I think I might as well.
100%.
But we'll get straight into it. The first team we're going to speak about is Chelsea.
Now, look, Chelsea's next 2 fixtures are against 2 of the bottom teams. Cardiff, who are fighting relegation, who I think are definitely gone in my books, sitting second last. As you can see, they've lost 3 of their last 5 games with only 2 wins. And then we also have Brighton, who are sitting 5 points away from the relegation zone. Now, Chelsea have had a bit of a slump lately, but a key player I'm definitely going to be speaking about is Hazard. Eden Hazard was a part of all 5 goals in Belgium international break, in which he contributed and scored 3 of those, seeing a double goal in the last game. Now, Hazard has had a bit of a slump, as I said, because when he doesn't perform, the team doesn't perform. 3 goals in 11 matches, but I think after the international duty that he has come back from, I think he's bound to hit some against the 2 of the bottom teams, like I discussed with Cardiff and Brighton. So I think, look, someone like Hazard, Pedro perhaps, even Willian, definitely put in your squad, even Higuain up front. But I mean, look, Chelsea with the 2 double headers, they're going to have looking quite easy. I think players like Hazard are definitely someone that I have on my team. Perhaps even thinking about your triple captain option that we spoke about earlier.
Yeah, beautiful. The next team that we got is Manchester City. Now, Manchester City go into this round in second place. I think it's the first time in about 4 weeks that they're going to the game week in second place. But Manchester City, they do play probably one of the easiest games against Fulham and also Cardiff, both teams in the relegation zone. The first game they got is Fulham. They've conceded the most goals in the Premier League this season, with Manchester City scoring the most goals this season. A few players that you must have in your team. One of them is Raheem Sterling. Now, Raheem Sterling has been absolutely amazing in the last couple of game weeks. Last game week, he got a hat-trick, 3 goals against Watford. Going into the international break, scoring a hat-trick against the Czech Republic, and then 1 goal also against Montenegro. So Sterling is in some great form at the moment, and to put him in, even to give him the triple captain, especially against Fulham and Cardiff coming up, it's a really good option. The other player is, of course, Aguero with 18 goals this season. I think he's up there for the Golden Boot. Again, he's been involved in 8 goals in the last 7 rounds for City. So even though if he doesn't score, he always looks like to get the assist or even grab a penalty every now and then. Also scoring in the Champions League and the FA Cup that got him to the semi-final. And look, Manchester City, they would want to end the week at top spot. So these are the players you guys should get in, and they'll be looking to score a lot of goals in these next 2 game weeks.
Now, the next team I'm going to be discussing about for the double game week has to be Man United. Now, Man United find themselves versus Watford and Wolves, coming back from 2 losses in a row on the Solskjaer, which has been his first 2 losses, besides against the game against PSG, of course, in which they won in overall. But they got Watford and Wolves the next 2 rounds. Now, Watford and Wolves are both in the FA Cup semi-final still. Both mid-table teams, I think sitting 7th and 8th at the moment. It won't be easy for United, but I think with double headers and come back from 2 losses, they're bound to bounce back against 2 teams. As I said, resting players for FA Cup. Players that I will be looking out for definitely has to be someone like Pogba. Pogba has been the best player under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer since he's come in, performing-wise, points, goals, assists, completed passes, shots, you name it, he's been a part of it. We saw him international duty, absolute mint assist for Griezmann. So he's definitely a player I'll be looking out for. Another one is Rashford. Look, Rashford has had a bit of a quieter last few rounds. Hasn't really scored in the last 4 or 5 rounds. Looking to bounce back. But for me, a big one that I want to talk about has to be, Lukaku. Now, Lukaku has had a slow season. He scored back-to-back 2 goals, so 4 goals in 2 games against Crystal Palace and Southampton. We saw him at PSG, second round against PSG, 2 goals, contributing, scoring the first opening minutes in the game for PSG, putting him in front, which saw him knock out PSG. So someone like Lukaku in his recent form has been brilliant. I think he'll be a man to watch. Not many people would have Lukaku in their team, which will give you that competitive advantage. But look, as I said, United doubleheader, Watford, Wolves. Again, not the easiest of games, but they are resting the 2 players. They should be resting players with FA Cup semi-finals coming. They're not looking to make top 4. They're pretty comfortable where they are at the Premier League at the moment. So United's the other team to speak about.
Yeah, and the last team we're going to talk about today is Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Spurs haven't had the best of weeks with only that 1 win in the last 5 games and 0 in the last 4. They do got a tricky test up against the table toppers Liverpool. And with some of their players coming back in the last couple of games, like Dele Alli, Song, even Eriksen hitting a bit of form in the international break, but especially Harry Kane, he scored 2 goals for England in the break. And with Tottenham not winning in the last 4 games, they will be looking to step it up against Liverpool and get the 3 points. And even we've seen in the past couple of matches between the two, there are a lot of goals. And Harry Kane from the penalty spot, from headers, from outside the box, he's a great player to have in your squad. And maybe even giving him the triple captain. It's going to be a little controversial one, but you could give it to Harry Kane, especially against Crystal Palace, which is at their new stadium.
Yeah.
So Tottenham would want to put a vent and get that guaranteed win and get that monkey off the back from winning their first game at the new White Hart Lane. And look, Harry Kane, when Spurs need him, he's always there. He always performs. Yeah, guys, let us know what your picks are. Let us know who maybe even we should put. Give us your opinion on who we should triple captain this week.
Absolutely. And you know what?
I'm going Aguero.
I was going to ask you that.
At the moment,
who's your triple captain this week?
I think I might put Aguero. I still have that chip available, so I might put Aguero triple captain, especially they're versing Fulham. I don't have Sterling in my squad. That would have been another great option. He's in.
Sterling's mine, and I'm going to do it this week. I'll tell you now.
Not confirmed.
Oh, I'm doing it. Sterling triple captain.
Yeah, look, that's at the moment. That's ours. Yeah, let us know.
They got Fulham and Cardiff, yeah.
Yeah.
2 relegation teams.
You're looking, and then they want to bounce back and come.
If there was a quadruple captain, Sterling's quadruple captain.
No, well, he's got a hat trick. Can he do another one? But guys, once again, thanks for watching. If this video has been helpful, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video as well, and also don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
We'll see you next week.